everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Magic Kingdom. I am here today because I want to do something that I've never done before for the very first time. I want to ride Jungle Cruise. I have been looking it up and I've learned some really neat, interesting trivia facts about it. I have a whole list of hidden Mickeys I want to find. And then I think I'm just going to spend the rest of the morning in Magic Kingdom looking for other things I've never done before. So come along with me if you want to spend a morning in Magic Kingdom and let's have a really good time. Okay, everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Here's a look at the crowd. It doesn't seem too bad. I missed rope drop. It's about 8:30 in the morning and I need coffee. I did not make coffee at the house this morning because I just wanted to get here as quick as I could, and I don't know where the closest Joffrey's is, so bear with me. We gotta find something. Coffee, yay. Oh no, it's Starbucks. I should use my app more than I do to look up where things are. I do not drink Starbucks. But for some reason, I always put my phone on airplane mode when I'm in the parks to try to save battery. And I use the Disney Wi-Fi and their app is crap when I'm on their Wi-Fi. So I was about to go into that Starbucks and I saw a cast member outside and I was like, yes, I'm gonna ask you, where's the nearest Joffrey's? She said I gotta go to Tomorrowland. It's exactly not the direction I was planning to go, but the closest Joffrey's is over here near Space Mountain. So there you go, good to know. I'm surprised there's not one like right at the front like there are at most of the other parks. But I haven't done Starbucks now in, I think, at least a full 6 months. And keep me to this, guys. I'm committed to not drinking Starbucks ever again. Did not know this dragon actually puffs smoke out of his nose. That is too cute. It actually comes out of like 2 little nostrils, or maybe it's a spray of water, I don't know. All right, here we go, Joffrey's Revive. 1 black coffee coming up. I love People Mover. That was so fun riding it for the first time. Just a black coffee. So excited for this. I'm gonna go ride Jungle Cruise. I have a whole list of hidden Mickeys on Jungle Cruise. I want to see how many of them we can find. That is so good and so hot. Joffrey's is always so hot. I love it. All right, as we head towards Jungle Cruise, I'm gonna stick my list of hidden Mickeys here on the screen for you guys. I'd really like to find these. I had no idea how many hidden Mickeys there were actually gonna be when I first started this. I mean, I knew there were a lot, but I had no idea that each ride could potentially have like a dozen. So, and there are more in this ride than the ones I wrote down, but these were just the ones that I thought would be best. I have seen pictures of none of these. I only have a description. That's all I got. Beautiful flowers alert. Here it is, Jungle Cruise. I never realized these things were misters before. Man, that would feel good if it was hot. It's about 65 right now. The weather's starting to feel more like Florida, but it's been cold the past week. But I'm not ready for that yet. All right, standby is a 25-minute wait. All right, hidden Mickey in the puddle of water, opposite Jungle Cruise. The beach in front of the ape, copper pot and 2 white mugs, lady with a pan, down plane, spiders. Okay guys, I'm going to start the voiceovers here because I was sitting in the middle and my footage from Jungle Cruise is not super great. I was looking for all of those hidden Mickeys that I showed you while I was filming, but I wanted to share some Jungle Cruise trivia with you. The Jungle Cruise that we're going on today is a whole lot different than it was originally intended to be. The original plan for Jungle Cruise was actually supposed to be more like the Safari in Animal Kingdom.
They intended to use live animals, and it was not supposed to be a comedy show. It was supposed to be a very serious show with education about each animal as you passed. But they found out pretty quick that the animals that they were planning to use in Jungle Cruise were mostly nocturnal, and you can't really count on animals to, behave, perform, or be near where the audience can see them up front every single time you take a boat through the cruise. So they ended up turning it into this that we see today. It's just a bunch of really nice, cute animatronics, and it became a much more funny show with a lot of slapstick humor, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed that part of the cruise. I was cracking up. I thought it was so funny. The airplane that we passed is actually half of a real airplane. The front half was used in the great movie ride during the Casablanca scene. Rest in peace to that ride. And then the back half came to rest here in the Jungle Cruise. One last fact, the water that we are floating in would be crystal clear. It is perfectly clean, but they actually choose to dye it brown to make it look more like an authentic river, and also to hide the track that we are riding on. We're not actually floating along, we're on a moving track, and all those mechanical components that the Disney World does not want the audience to see. And wouldn't you know, this is literally the only hidden Mickey that I was able to find, and it wasn't even on my list. I totally struck out with every single one that I was looking for.
That was adorable, so cute and so funny. I really liked the slapstick comedy type tour that was. That was great. I was actually seated in the very middle of the boat, so I did not have a super good view. At least I couldn't lean over people to look harder and longer. I actually didn't see a single hidden Mickey on my list. I might have seen a hidden Mickey made out of some hats or balloons or something at that store. I zoomed in on it, you probably saw. But I didn't see one single Mickey off my list. So unfortunately, I hope you saw them in my footage, but I definitely didn't. But because my footage was so kind of cut here and in and out, I'm just going to overlay the Jungle Cruise trivia that I have and take out most of the audio because I couldn't time her jokes very well with what we were looking at. But I had a really good time. That was my first time ever riding Jungle Cruise, and I really, really liked it. I would ride it again if the line wasn't even a little bit longer than it was when I first got in. So I think it's 35 now. I'm gonna keep moving on. But this is a great ride. I hope that I can bring Michael back here because he's never ridden it either, and it's pretty cute. It's adorable. I actually was kind of cracking up. The jokes were so corny and so funny. Actually, Jungle Cruise is up to a 45-minute wait. I'm definitely wanting to do it again. I want to try to get a better seat. But Pirates is only 15 minutes. I think I'm actually going to go do that. Yes, I've done Pirates before, but I failed to find any of the hidden Mickeys I was looking for. The two that I remember there was three that I remember in the smoke of the cannons, in the ship scene, the lock in prison, and somewhere in the gold room at the very end. I saw none of those hidden Mickeys. So let's go do Pirates again, see if I have better luck this time. I'm so disappointed in myself for seeing none of the Jungle Cruise hidden Mickeys. I thought with a list, I had 6 or 7 on that list. I thought there was no way I wouldn't see at least one of them. There's that Pirates of the Caribbean smell already. I think it's bromine, something in the water. I know that a lot of people love that smell. I don't hate it, I don't dislike it, but it is not the smell. Yo-ho, yo-ho, that's not the smell for me.
In the boat and watch your children and no flash pictures.
Sending you to Davy Joe.
Nope, didn't see it.
You'll never find the treasure without a look at this here map.
course, I grab his ears. Look him out to the news. Hold it on. There, silent. It is. Here, Tookie. Here, Tookie.
Alright, I didn't film the whole thing because I have ridden it before and filmed it on the channel. I looked for the 3 hidden Mickeys. I need to see pictures of these. I thought it was supposed to be in the cannons or the Gunsmoke at the very first scene with Black Pearl. Did not see it anywhere at all. I saw the lock, but it didn't really look like a Mickey, so I'm not sure if it was really the right one. And then in the gold room, nothing. I saw nothing. I feel like such a failure that I've tried 2 times to find these 3 hidden Mickeys and I have failed both times, unless maybe that lock just doesn't really look like a Mickey. Oh well, the ride is really fun. Really, really like Pirates. It's such a cute ride. I don't really have a plan now. I'm just wandering around looking for something else to do. I loved Splash Mountain and I really want to ride Tiana's. I'm not enthusiastic about getting that wet, but I've just never felt like standing in the line that Tiana's usually has. So I think I'm going to skip it today too. I am super bummed that Big Thunder is under refurb while I'm living here in Orlando, because that was another favorite ride. I love that coaster. I know it's rough. I haven't ridden it in about 6 years, but I really did love Big Thunder. But it's getting a much needed refurb. Tiana's is a 45-minute wait, which is, I think, actually the quickest I've ever seen the Tiana wait be. But I still don't want to spend my last few minutes in the park waiting in that line. Although when I rode the train and I got to see the inside of the ride, I thought, boy, this looks really fun. I really did love Splash Mountain, so I'm sure it's just as fun as Splash Mountain, but I'm definitely not going to wait in that line. I'm just going to stand here and wish I could ride Big Thunder. I'm really going to kick myself for skipping that 45-minute Tiana wait. I don't think I've ever been in Magic Kingdom and seen it under an hour. But it's only like 60 degrees right now. It actually feels, maybe it's because I was in Pirates and I got a little wet in Pirates. When the water splashed into our boat, I was sitting in the water in Pirates. So I'm actually cold now. And I just don't think I want to ride Tiana's and get wet. But I'm going to kick myself for this probably for the rest of my life, because it's really hard to find Tiana's under an hour these days. You know what I have not done? And I don't know why I haven't done this. Since getting my AP and coming to the parks every day, I have not ridden It's a Small World. And I don't know why. I think I just kind of forgot about it. It's a 25-minute wait right now, and I think I'm going to go catch that. It'll probably be my last ride. But I love It's a Small World. I remember when we were here with Michael twice, 2018 and 2019. He hates It's a Small World. He thinks it's really creepy, and I get that. I totally do. It's also not thrilling enough for Michael. So somehow I just kind of pushed it off and forgot about it. So let's go catch that. I'm totally excited. I was checking wait times on the app, and when I clicked on It's a Small World, I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot about this ride. Gotta go catch it. I think Hall of Presidents is currently under refurbishment too. I like that show as well. I've only ever done it once, a long time ago. But I remember I thought it was really cool. I'm very curious what the refurbishment is, and are they adding the presidents that we're missing, the more recent ones. Peter Pan is a 45 right now. It's a Small World. Oh, please still be 25. Oh, it's gone down. It's gone down to 10. Small World has gone down to 10. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I love Small World. I totally forgot about this ride. We're gonna be going in blind because I have no idea where the hidden Mickeys are in here. So let's just see what we can see without any list or any idea. Any clues? I have none. Gonna have that song in our head the rest of today. I absolutely love Small World. That's such a cute ride. I do not find it creepy at all, although I actually am like super duper creeped out by dolls and mannequins. For some reason that ride is just adorable. I don't find it as creepy as some people do. I was gonna head, but I saw that there's only a 10-minute wait for the Tiki room, which I have never done. It's a show back where I just was. And Robin has been telling me that I've got to see it. So I'm going to go catch Tiki Room before we leave. It's another first, another thing that I've never done here in the Magic Kingdom. One of these days I am going to come back. I just feel it in my bones. There's a hidden Mickey here and I don't know where it is. All right. Where is Tiki Room? I think it's over here somewhere. Is it not that? Oh, that's the exit. Okay. Oh no, it's that. Okay. Enchanted Tiki Room. Next show will be in 11 minutes. I am first in line for the next show.
Okay, so Enchanted Tiki Room involves some copyrighted music. I didn't mind including Small World in this video because Disney will share that revenue with me, and I'm fine with that. This is their intellectual property, but if I include the music from Enchanted Tiki Room, they will take all of the revenue that I make from this video. So I released the entire Enchanted Tiki Room as a separate video that comes out the same day this video did. If you want to go watch the show in its entirety, I did the best I could to film it, but you're in a dark room. So I would say my footage is not the greatest, but the songs are super catchy. Thank goodness I did this after Small World, because it really helped me get that Small World song out of my head. My friend Robin had sent me to see this. She said it was worth a watch, and I'm so glad she did, because I don't think I'd ever even noticed a sign for this before. I'd never heard of Enchanted Tiki Room before, and it is adorable. If you're hot and sweaty and you want to sit down in the air condition for a minute, please go see this show. It's so cute. It's all animatronic birds, but I was so impressed at the animatronic engineering behind these birds. The way they move real jerky, and their head goes one way and their body goes another way, and they peck, and they're real just very jerky the way they move around, and it looks just like real birds. That was so cool. And I noticed that even the birds that did not have the spotlight on them and they were in the background, you're basically supposed to forget about them, they were still twitching and moving too, even though their mouths were closed because they weren't singing. I thought that's a really cool touch. They just really look like real birds. I really, really enjoyed this show. It was so colorful, so funny, so fun. The animatronics were great. The songs were super catchy, and it was very pretty to watch. I'm sorry I can't include it in this video, but I will put it as a separate video if you do want to see the whole show.
That was the sweetest, cutest show I think I've ever seen. I could not believe how much I liked that. When the Birds of Paradise started singing, I just about dropped my phone. I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet. The Birds of Paradise are animated. It was so cool. That was so cute. I'm headed out of the park now. I've got to go home and take care of little Abadoos. But I wanted to say that was such a cute show. I absolutely loved the Tiki Room. I love the bird animatronics. I thought they were actually really good. I liked how jerky and awkward their movements were, just like a real bird. And I noticed even when the lights were turned off, or like the backup birds, and they weren't actually singing at the time, they were still jerking and moving, just like a bird would do. They were so realistic. That was really, really neat. And then the Bird of Paradise started singing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is my favorite flower, my favorite plant. It was so cute. The music is really catchy, and thank you to Robin for sending me to Tiki Room, because now at least I have the Small World song out of my head. I was a little worried we were going to be singing Small World for the rest of the day, but those Enchanted Tiki Room songs are really catchy too. That was so cute. Robin told me that's actually an opening day attraction, which is really neat, and I guess I'm thinking, I don't actually know which ones are opening day attractions and which ones aren't. So maybe I should look that up and come back and just like write all the opening day attractions just one time. Anyway, I'm gonna head home, wrap this up here. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out in the Magic Kingdom with me this morning. I just thought that show was so cute, and it smelled really, really good inside. It reminded me of being in like a beach club resort or something, kind of like suntan lotion and coconut hotel soap in the good way. It smelled really good. It was very cool in there. I'm so cold right now. It's not that cold outside, but I'm still wet from the Pirates ride. I had blue jean shorts on today, so they're gonna take a while to dry out. And it was cold in Enchanted Tiki Room, but thanks Robin for suggesting I do that. I don't know if I even would have noticed it. It's kind of just off there underneath this big building where everyone is distracted by Aladdin and headed to Pirates and things, and I probably wouldn't have even noticed that ride, or not ride, that attraction, and I probably wouldn't have even bothered to get on it. So really enjoyed Enchanted Tiki Room. That was definitely a first for me. right, guys, if you're still here, thank you so much for hanging out in the Magic Kingdom with me today. I had so much fun. I feel like I'm just completely busting on these hidden Mickeys today. Really, I'm not proud of myself for that, but I had a good time. Otherwise, I loved the Jungle Cruise. I loved the Enchanted Tiki room. That was a complete surprise. If Robin hadn't told me to dip my head in there before I left, I probably would have never done it, and I really, really enjoyed the Enchanted Tiki room. If you're still here, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you another day in another video. Bye, everybody.